Hi, I'm Andrew Stevenson, and in today's video it's going to be another look at how much money can be made by making the product that I showed you in the last video. So the last video was how to make a password book with tabs. I'll post the link in the description and in the cards above you about now. So I'm going to be using the same two websites as I did last time, which is the tckpublishing.com BSR calculator, and then just to get the royalty price from Amazon. So this is the first book I'm going to show you. It's the secret book of all my effing passwords I have to remember. So it's some people might call that funny. But it's a different title. It's not a boring title. The inside has all the sections for the things we had, more or less. Website, email, notes, username, password. Me personally, I don't like the look of it, but it's obviously selling well. I just don't like it when things are blocked off, but that's just a personal preference. And these they're not the tabs, because they don't hang over the page, but it's kind of, yeah, it's just shows you where they are in the alphabet. So it's selling for $4.99. We know from previous experience that a £1.10 book selling for $4.99 makes roughly $1.50, but we'll try that again. My point button doesn't seem to be working because I'm in the page. You can't have fractions of pages or decimals of pages. So that makes you £1.20, which is about $1.50. And the BSR is $29,194. Come on, fingers. So that's selling 150 copies a month. Now, generally, I haven't really used this for my books, but people say that the estimate is quite low sales per month. So it's probably selling more than 150 at $1.50. You know, it's at $225 a month, which again, if you make it the way I showed you, you could have 10 of these selling 150 a month. That's what, $2,000. And it's just another nice little income stream for you. So 150 bucks / $225 may not sound a lot, although it is. If you have 5 books selling a similar amount, making a similar royalty, you're 4 figures a month income, which is a target for a lot of people. So the next book is another mildly amusing cover, but it's just plain black. This one has the A+ content, which is something that I need to do a bit more of. But it's just a black cover with writing. This one's selling for $5.99. This one's a bit cleaner. I prefer this interior. But again, it doesn't have the tabs running down the side of the page in the same way we did. Just has them on the top. But it is very, very simple. So that's $5.99 with 105 pages. So that's making £1.90, probably $2.30. And if we see that BSR, which is 28,948. So the BSR was better than the previous one, and it's charging £1 more. 150. So that's $350 maybe, something like that. Again, this isn't your only income from KDP. It's just another piece of the pie. The third book, this is slightly different. I picked it because it's niched down to the dog niche. It's $4.99 and 106 pages. So roughly, you know, it's going to be round about $1.50. It shows you what's on the inside, which again looks nice and clean, but I'll just look inside anyway. And there we go. It's clean, but it's basic. The good thing about having an image on the back cover is that people can tell straight away what the interior is like. This look inside feature doesn't work on mobiles, so you can't see it. You've got to have the A+ content if you want to show what the interior looks like on a mobile, but you know, people don't want to scroll all the way down the page to find it. So this one, BSI is 69,524. And that's selling 68 copies a day. So you're looking at close to $100 a month. And these are certainly no better than the ones we've just produced. And in most cases, the covers, you can do better than the covers. Even this one, at least they've made an effort putting something on. I have found another password book which I didn't see the first time round. This one's $3.99. It is a bit different. You know, you have a bit of advice here. You've got homework network settings, you know, other computer information, software licenses, and then it gets into the actual password storage of the book. So it's a little bit different. It's got again, another humorous message on the front with a couple of flowers. There's no real sub-niche to it. But I want to show you the BSR. It is currently 2753. So if we... So that's selling 1,045 copies a month. Now, as we know, $3.99 roughly gets you 69 pence, which I'm going to say is about $1. Maybe just a smidge less. So, making $1,000 a month just on that password book there. There's nothing particularly fancy about it. It has got extra information, which, yeah, always handy to have. But it's only 116 pages. So we're back in Helium 10 Cerebro. This is the book that I showed you last, the one that was making over $1,000 a month. And these are the keywords that it's ranking for. Again, this is the free version of Helium 10 I'm using, so you know it doesn't cost anything. They do a paid version where you get more searches per day. You only get 2 with the free version, and I'm using mine for you. So these are some of the phrases that it's ranking for on Amazon. Some of them are useless, some of them are a bit more, you know, things that were irrelevant to the book that we might not have thought of. So irrelevant ones are things like eBay official site and ebay.com. Customer service number is, although you could argue that, well, you could store a customer service number in your password book. But things like login book, password vault, password keeper notebook. Let's have a look at these IQ scores. As I mentioned before, the Cerebro IQ score is a number that is generated when they take into account search volume and competing products. The higher the number, the better. Now, I can't sort these because it's a free version. If I paid, then I could sort them, but we'll just look down this list. So password keep is pretty high. 16,000 IQ with 14,000 searches and more than 870 products. If I click this, it says there's 745 products, which there isn't. If you click on page 3, it will, there you go, over 3,000 products. So some of these are just, things that you might not necessarily consider. So even that, can't remember shit reminder book. IQ score of 1042. Login, password logbook, internet book, funny password book. These are all potential keywords for you to use when you make these books. So that is it for today's video. Please do subscribe to the channel, like and comment. It all helps, and I shall see you next time.